Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky the Third. I'm the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we ventured into Star Door number 14 and number 15, and we found out about Ren's backstory, about Ren's, well, I don't want to call it childhood, but we found out just how broken that whole situation was, and how the story was quite basically disgusting to read out, but well, I don't know much. I don't know how to put it in words, so you just go back and watch the episode yourself. I don't want to really sum it up. She went from basically one shady, horrible city, like basically community, into the next, which is being the with it being the Society for Roboros. Good lord. No. Next up is the last remaining Star Door. All is one and one is all. All begins with one, and in the end it returns to one. Only when you have released all of the other doors shall this one open. Open the door. Yes. Star Chamber. I shall grant to you memory fragment and my blessing. The Liber Arc. Hey, Blue Blanc. Don't just stand there, say something. Why should I be the one to break the silence? Words have no meaning in the face of such a splendorous sight. All there is for us to do is to be overwhelmed and awed by the spectacle before us. The others still haven't come back either. Kinda crummy ending to this whole shtick, huh? Ren left the city and has since departed this region. Luciola's missing, but no good can come from us fretting for her safety. No worries on that front. Just think it'd be a waste for a woman like her to die so early. So, you know, Here's hoping she didn't lose her life for nothing. I quite agree. As for Löwe, I feel the odds of him making it out alive are non-existent. Yeah. Damn it, if I'd known this was gonna happen, I would have finally made him fight me. He was always finding excuses to get out of it. Well, unlike us, he had a clear and specific purpose for taking part in all of this. And it looks like he may well have been able to achieve it, at that. Though he met his end, I have an inkling that he at least is satisfied by the ending to his story. Bleh. Hard to believe it's all over. What? What's happening? I thought we were going to use that floating city to rule Liberal. Then we were going to use it to rule the whole continent. So why is this happening? This wasn't supposed to happen. Wait. Did anyone actually say we were going to do that? Or was I just thinking it on my own? Was I? I was, wasn't I? Ah! I hate my life. All I seem to do is get humiliated by them and abused by Lord Campanella lately. And then on top of it all, this happens? Just what have I been doing? What have we all been doing? Lord Campanella. I'm so relieved to see you well, sir. The same goes to you, fine gentlemen. I'm thoroughly impressed with your work ethic. It takes guts to dedicate yourselves to your duty even at a time like this. You should see what's happening outside. It's a sight to see, you know. All the Mira in the world couldn't buy you tickets to see a show this incredible. You're not too late to check out the show if you head out now. Why not go take a peek? I won't tattle. We couldn't possibly... We wouldn't dream of abandoning our post without permission. Oh, I suppose you wouldn't after the training you've been through. Well, no matter. Now mind letting me inside. I've got something I need to take care of in the sanctuary, you see. Sir? But we've been ordered not to let anyone inside without the professor's permission, even you, Lord Campanella. He's as dead as you'll ever... he's as dead as you'll be if you won't let me through. I don't think even I can get a dead man's permission now, could I? What? But that's just not possible. Oh dear, is my word worth that little to you? I'm hurt. Maybe I should have a little fun with you like I always do with darling Gilbert. That might make you a little more inclined to have more faith in me. Well, we never once doubted your word, so no need to trouble yourself on our behalf. That's lovely to hear. Well then, why don't you go outside and watch the show like I suggested? You're under no obligation to guard this place now that the man who ordered you to do so is no more. Gladly, sir. Good luck with your business, sir. They may have served their purpose now, but it seems a terrible waste to steal their memories and toss them out like garbage. Maybe I should put them under my command. Even all the noise going on outside can't reach this far inside the ship by the looks of it. Just as well I couldn't fulfill my role otherwise. Requesting access? I, Enforcer number 0, Campanella the Fool, hereby request access to the celestial globe in place of the third Anguis, George Weisman. Celestial globe. We've been waiting for you. Ah, already here, I see. I certainly never envisioned that the Faceless would perish. Poor thing, all the trouble he caused his old friends finally caught up with him. So, how exactly did he die? I'm simply dying to know. Oh, I wish you could have seen it! The poor fella was turned completely to salt from the top of his head to the tips of his toes. Then it all came crumbling down into itty bitty pieces. Oh my, what a chilling way to go. I do wish I could have been there to witness it for myself. So he fell victim to the result of that singularity in Northumbria, did he? Nah, I would have loved to have seen the real thing when it first appeared. Who would have seen that coming? That guy never seemed to let his guard down even for a second. I imagine it was the work of a Dominion. Almost certainly the 5th, the position everyone previously believed to be vacant. Oh right, guess that explains why he screwed up. So what is the 5th Dominion's name then? Kevin Graham? He calls himself the Heretic Hunter and he studied under the one and only Carnelia. Seemed like a real riot too. Twisted it all in the right places. Twisted in all the right places. He studied under Carnelia now. Now I'm even more interested in him. You've got to be kidding me, Abyss. After how into Leonard you were, you're not even gonna mourn his loss for more than a second before setting your eyes on a new guy? Oh my, you've got me all wrong. I assure you that I'm mourning Leon's death in my own way. He's not a man I'll likely ever forget, especially as I could never get him to show even the slightest hint of interest in me to the very end. Indeed. He truly was a skilled swordsman. His loss will be keenly felt. He was the only one among the enforcers who was able to cross blades with you, I believe. Certainly of those I have fought against. I often asked him to humor me with my training. I always felt as though there was a chance he may surpass me as a swordsman one day. It makes knowing that he lost his life before having a chance that much more difficult to bear. In my opinion, the loss of the Blade Lord isn't all that significant when you look at the bigger picture. A tiny, predictable loss in our overall combat capabilities. Now, the loss of the Angel of Slaughter will have much more of a long-term impact. Oh, the chick with a scythe. I wonder if she'll come back in the end. She seemed pretty confused. That's a decision for her and her alone to make. We may have been above them in the Ouroboros hierarchy, but that doesn't give us the right to order them around. That is the way of the society. But still, Professor, all of us here are well aware of the importance of the Gorgia series. But this is a law decided by the Grandmaster. Surely you are aware of what that means. You only need to look at Weissman's obsession with that black-haired boy to see what can come from being too fixated on someone. Indeed, that very obsession proved to be his undoing. Isn't that right, Campanella? You could definitely argue it was one of the factors that led to his failure, yes. Kevin seemed like he was trying to use it to his advantage too. All right, I'll drop the issue. But know that as long as the 13 factories are in my care, the Gordia series will be of unparalleled importance to me. so I'll be keeping an eye on her from here on from here on to observe how well the one she has is functioning. Certainly, we'll leave that to you. I believe we've talked for long enough. The time has come for the grandmaster's advent. Is that so? How thrilling. I see you have all gathered. Yes, Grandmaster. With the exception of the third Angus, all are present and accounted for. Very good. You deserve my thanks for observing all that transpired as my representative, Campanella. I'm pleased to hear as much, Grandmaster. I imagine you are already aware of what transpired during the Gospel Plan, even without my relaying the details. But allow me to fulfill my most important duty. The Aureole. Oh my. So that's the Aureole. Thank you. If only the price we paid to obtain it weren't so great. Weissman, Leonard. To say nothing of the countless other sacrifices, both human and otherwise, that arose through this plan. I alone bear responsibility for each and every one of them. That's simply not true. Please don't place the burden of blame upon yourself. The Faceless alone was at fault for his death. But if anyone should take the blame, it's we Anguis who chose to overlook his behavior rather than steer him back to the right track. No, I have expected that this is what would happen. Yet I chose to leave all of the decisions in his hands. I did so because I believed that to be necessary for this world. But nonetheless, the blame is unequivocally mine. Oh, Grandmaster, why must you blame yourself so? There will inevitably be a reaction to what has happened in time, but I imagine the Church will act regarding that. Let's leave the matter to them. As you wish. I must admit that my curiosity is piqued, but it shall be as you desire. In that case, what should all of us do now? The bells in the west have rang, and the first pact applies no more. I hereby proclaim the completion of the first phase of the Orpheus plan, Orpheus final plan, the Gospel plan, and the initiation of its second phase, the Phantasmal Blaze plan. Very well. Leave everything to us. We, your loyal Anguis, in accordance with your wishes, shall now fully devote ourselves to the execution of your plan. So, it's time for the Phantasmal Blaze plan to begin, huh? The stage is set at the very least. It's going to utterly dwarf the Gospel plan in terms of both quality and scale. Things are finally about to get interesting. By the way, I might be the last person you want to hear this from, but would you mind stopping the whole peeping in thing, mysterious stranger? Side story, Phantasmal Blaze, finished. Brilliant crown and 30,000 Mira. So much for the Aureole being lost, huh? Prevents ailments and stat down. Various stats up. Is that 100 damage? Is that 100 damage I see? The ultimate crown set with Zeptium of all 7 elements. You have your shining emblem. It still takes this. Wait. Oh boy. 100 strength. 100 defense. I guess no. No, 50 defense probably. Because this is unequipping the Super Gladiator build. Which means this is actually 150 strength, is it? I don't know. 100 arts. 100 arts defense. 15 speed. 100 dex. 15 agility. 2 movement. Alright. I will switch these out. You have your Grail Locket. With the Saffron Necklace, ailments. Huh. We have too much stuff to equip it all. I would love to, but we have too much. That's good. Alright, I was told not to do this, but we do have an arena here, and we do have the ticket for Nightmare mode. So I will try and go up against the arena. This is probably the last thing I do today as well, because it is a little late and my voice already hurts. And as you could probably tell, my concentration isn't there anymore. I've been recording for a bit already today, so for the moment I just hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I'll see you in the next episode as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Until then, bye-bye!